what's up, y'all? It's your boy. I haven't done a video like this in a long time, so I just wanted to share you guys something new that's been going on in my life. And I'm gonna go back to doing videos like this. I'm gonna go back to doing videos like this every week, possibly twice a week, and just to talk about the things that I've learned and just what I want to share with you guys. And hopefully, what's been an encouragement for me can be an encouragement for you. I should have been doing these videos, and I was lacking. I'll admit it. I dropped the ball. So anyways, guys, so everybody knows we've been in this pandemic. Yes, this pandemic. But one of the things that I've decided to do is I decided to start my own business. Yo, are you crazy starting your own business during this pandemic? Yes, I decided to start my own business during the pandemic. And you know what? It's the best decision I ever made. But anyway, so before the pandemic hit, I did decide to go on my own. I didn't do it. I just made the decision that that's what I was gonna do, and I had a plan. My plan was to work it as a side hustle, work after work on the weekends, holidays, and build up cash, build up capital and reserves in my savings where I could just quit my job, add enough money in the bank to back me up as I built up my business. That was the plan. All right. Well, I got furloughed because of COVID-19. So that forced me to pretty much work the business. It's like, okay, I'm furloughed. I'm not working. So if people still allow me in their house, which people did during the pandemic, people allowed me in their house. Yes, we stayed a distance from each other, wore masks, things like that, whatever. But anyways, at first I was working 1-2 days a week, bringing in something, not a lot. But the past 2 months, I've been working almost every day. And it doesn't seem like it's gonna be slowing down anytime soon, which is a blessing. So it's great. I told the company that I work for that I ain't coming back. And that, you know what? I wasn't scared. I was happy. It felt so good. In the beginning, I was a little scared. All right, going on my own. I never done this. Usually, I would just clock in, clock out, get my paycheck at the end of the week. My insurance was taken care of. I didn't have to worry about that. Now it's all on me. I have to worry about that. I have to try to get insurance. And man, even with those little headaches, I'm happy because I started growing to hate working for somebody. I was getting to that point where I just detested working for somebody. I couldn't do it anymore. I felt so restricted. And it's funny because the position that I had a lot of freedom. I had a lot of freedom in the position that I had, but I still felt restricted because I still had to answer to somebody at the end of the day. And sometimes, it just, sometimes no matter how good you do, it's not good enough. Where now I'm working for myself, where I can tell myself what I did was good enough. Yes, I got clients and it's up to them, but I can choose my client. If there's a client that's really difficult, I don't have to use them as a client anymore. That's what's so great about it. So I'm really happy that I made the jump because for so long, I was so scared. And if you talked to me 3 years ago, I would have said, no, I'm not starting my own business, not in this, because it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Now, here's the thing. I'm in a trade. Yes, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, but I still want to start a business. The reason why is because this business, look, entrepreneurs, I was listening to, I think it was a Gary Vee podcast, and he was interviewing this entrepreneur. I forgot what his name was, but he built businesses, sold it, and started other businesses. And it just clicked. If I start this business, I don't have to do this business forever. I always thought of that. If I start a business, that's what I'm doing for the rest of my life. That was my mindset. That's what I thought. I can start a business, and that business can help me start another business. I'm good at what I do in the trade. I'm good at what I do. Why not use it to start my own business? That's what clicked. That's what clicked. I said, you know what? I'm good at this. I can make good money doing it on my own. Why not? The more money I make, the more I can invest in the things that I want to do. I want to grow my podcast. I want to be able to invest, to be able to travel as a recording artist, be my own little record label, as I guess you could say. I want to self-publish my own books and get my own books, put them in bookstores. I want to be an influencer and help. I want to succeed and show other people that they can succeed and just be a motivator, be positive. There's so many things I want to do in my life in a positive way that this could be a stepping stone. And that's what I had to tell myself. And it just clicked just by listening to this entrepreneur on the podcast with Gary Vee. If you don't know who Gary Vee is, check him out. The guy's phenomenal. But that's what it took. It took me to realize that whatever business I start, I don't have to have it. Now, look, I don't know if I start this business, if when it grows, I might just let somebody else run it. I don't know. I want to hire better electricians than me. If you run a business, you want to hire people that are better at running your business than you are. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I'm glad I made the leap. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I know there's a lot of people. Look, I was talking to my wife's uncle, and he had an opportunity to start his own business years ago. Years ago. And when I was talking to him about starting my own business, he encouraged me and told me that I was doing the right thing. And he told me his story. This is the thing. Gary Vee talks about this. Talk about people who have regret. Look, he's living a good life. He doesn't live with like many regrets. So don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about when it comes to running a business aspect, there's regret there. He had an opportunity. He had an opportunity to run his own business, or he wanted to run his own business. But then the employer he was working for offered him something to stay. Like I think it was more money, a better position, higher position in the company. Now what happened is the owner of the company passed away, and then it got handed down, I think, to his son. All the promises that was given to my wife's uncle died with the father. Now the son is running it. And although he does get paid well, he would have been way better off running his business, and he would have enjoyed it much better. So here's the thing, like, I didn't want to get stuck. I didn't want to chase. There are so many people who are just chasing the money. I want to work for the company that pays me more, pays me the most. And then they get there, and then they're working, and then they get frustrated. They're not being treated as well. They're not getting the raise they want, and this and that. I am in control now. I can take on as much work as I want and make as much money as I want. There's so much work going around. I get leads all the time, and I can't take all those leads because I don't have the manpower to do all that work. I'm growing towards that. I don't want to have that regret. I don't want 20 years from now and think, you know what? I had an opportunity to start my own business, and that business would have catapulted me into so many other things. But here I am doing the same old because I got $1 raise or something like that. Like, it's just not me. I don't think I am meant to be restricted. I don't know. It's just not me. So there might be somebody out there who feels the same way that I do, and they just are afraid to take the leap. Look, first, you want to do it the right way. If there's a business you want to start and you're working and you need that income from your job right now, start your business as a side hustle and work that business like it's another full-time job. Don't work it like it's a part-time job, because if you work it like it's your full-time job, eventually it will be your full-time job. If you work it like it's a part-time job, it will always be a part-time job. If you need to email people, if you need to call people, do it on your lunch break, do it on your morning break, do it before you go to work, do it on the way home from work. And then when you get home, obviously, yeah, you're gonna have time for your family, yes, but work that business as your side hustle. Work it as a full-time job. And there's so many people that have a side hustle that work it like a part-time job, and then they wonder why it hasn't gone anywhere. So I don't want to go on too much with this rant. Hopefully I give you some encouragement, and because I'm encouraged. I'm glad I made the leap. I was encouraged by listening to another entrepreneur. I'm glad I made the jump. I feel really good. I'm really happy. Mondays are a lot better. I never really hated Mondays, but Mondays are a lot nicer now than they were before. So yeah, I just wanted to share you guys what is going on in my life, the jump that I made. And yeah, I'll continue to make more of these videos every week, once a week or twice a week. Who knows? Hopefully I can be an encouragement to you guys. All right, check y'all later. Peace.
All of this started with a leap of faith. It's a cold world, they don't see the need for faith. But all the realists recognize and feel the pain. Well, you've been pushing and grinding, things are still the same. But we keep on moving on, takes us on with the rain. In these cold streets, taking guns and they aim. All the brothers, we are just a product of the way we were brought up in, the places we're brought up in.